Hey guys, what's up? Beast and Beast Toys here, coming at you this evening. Gonna do an opening of a new Eternia, Anti-Eternia He-Man. New Eternia, Anti-Eternia He-Man. Yes, right there it is on the front. Just got this recently at my local Walmart. So of course you're going to get a version of the original He-Man, or it's going to probably be the same mold. I'm looking at it, at least picture-wise, and I'm thinking, same mold as the Faker and the Vintage Collection Faker and He-Man that Walmart did come out with. And ironically, I found this one at Walmart. I had him pre-ordered on Amazon, and they were all posted out at like early January. So I happened to walk in, and lo and behold, him and the other way, which I did the videos for those two guys before, Mantenna and Mosquito, did the video for those guys. Well, it hasn't been posted just yet, but by the time this one's posted, they will be posted as well. But I found them again at my local Walmart, so check your Walmarts, folks. They are, some are getting better and starting to put out more toys, which is nice. I will say that, very nice, to be quite blunt. Nice to see getting new stuff in our Walmarts. After a while, I'm gonna be honest. After a while, my Walmart sucked, and I'm telling you. And I will say that I blame for me personally. I'm going to pin some blame on the waves. And I've said it in a couple videos, and I'll say it since I'm discussing it. The wave of Origins that was Naked Stratos, Jitsu, Sorceress that did not sell, that they got so many of them. You go in every Walmart I walked into had those on shelf. So they didn't sell, ended up clearing them all out. And then G.I. Joe, similar issue, was the wave of Rock and Roll, the first Rock and Roll, Shipwreck. And you would went in and found, at least I did, and found all those on shelf. And my Walmart didn't even clearance them. They just disappeared. I don't know. I went there one day and they were gone. And that was over 2 years ago, and then never got Joe's until September this year. And we have been plentiful. So it's nice. I've even bought a handful. Trying to buy a bunch of this stuff just to keep them replenishing and seeing that, hey, these are selling in this store. So we want to keep these. So anyway, he is a neat figure. You know, I'm going to tell you something that may seem odd, and it may not if you're a gamer and you've played Ninja Gaiden, like Ninja Gaiden Sigma Black, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge, any of those. Truthfully, excuse me. I'm going to say Ninja Gaiden 2, because that's the one I played, and actually played the whole thing and beat it at one point in time. Kind of like to go through it again. Kind of reminds me of a would-be character in that game. It's just this logo, this look, this helmet look. Kind of gives me that vibe. That's where I'm getting at. So if you ever played it, just kind of, again, it may seem random and odd to you personally, but just throwing that out there. Really dig that look, and it kind of has that to it. So it's kind of got that. It's a Tecmo thing, I guess, maybe. Just throwing that out there. So that being said, you can change his hair appearance. Also, well, and I'm going to tell you another game that kind of has a vibe for God of War. Kind of almost looks like a God of War character that you would fight. Some people probably would say that more than Ninja Gaiden, but to me personally, it just has that Ninja Gaiden vibe. Just reminds me of a potential or possible character from that game itself. All right, so again, me personally, I don't care for this piece as much as I do just to give him the look And I love the sword, though. I love this sword. This looks awesome. Too bad it wasn't like a glow-in-the-dark. I had a light up. A little light hit the bottom of the hilt and it lights up red. That would look badass. Anyway, that's definitely wishful thinking because it's not. Alright, so you can throw the shield on. Nicely done. This is a little softer here on this part here, these parts here. So I think that maybe it gives you a better opportunity to kind of squeeze that on there. I know right now I'm having a time trying to kind of get it set on there. Trying to get it into his hand where his hand will cup it. And I'm having a time with that. And I think it's because of this piece here. Obviously, I don't know if I could turn that a little bit. Maybe divert some of that. Yep, I just did. Alright, so personally, note to self, if you're wondering, turn your forearm guard a little bit to the, I mean, obviously I want it to look like this, but turn it up a little bit or down a little bit, and I got it to latch on. So, alright, well, we have our Anti-Eternia He-Man now geared up, ready to fight some good guys. But again, there is that big old shield. There he is, glowing red eyes. Not really glowing, but they look that way in the camera, don't they? And then the sword. Very nice. And I always say, I am not against repaints. I actually love repaints. Especially, I mean, I say I love repaints. I love repaints of characters that I like. If I've always liked them, I love to have a repaint of them. It's nice, especially troopers. God, I love troop building and repaints. Just, I'm a sucker for those, unfortunately. But anyway, but there you have it. And you can always tuck that sword back on his back if you didn't want to put it up there. Very nicely done. Like I said, love the sword, love the look. Definitely a nice addition. And kind of sad I waited and opened him last. This whole wave's good. I'm going to be honest. This whole wave is very good. Mantenna was very nicely done. Did a video on him. Mosquito was very good, very cool. He's well done as well. This wave was a good wave. So, new wave coming after that in January-ish, February. Drag store, Masterverse drag store, and Dispara, and somebody else. Remember, I only pre-ordered drag store for now because I feel like I'll get the other two later. I looked at the other two thinking I'm not so sure those will be overly popular. So, oh, it's that weird Keldor. That's what it is. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to end up pre-ordering them because the weird thing about Masterverse and Origins is it can be a crapshoot with certain figures. The distribution was not great. Cobra Khan was hard to get, although I'm starting to see that he's maybe showing up in places, but there are other figures that were not easy to get, and some I got and some I did not. So the few that I did not, I did pay extra for, and I'm going to be honest, I'm sitting there. I got a Beastman movie, which I had pre-ordered at one time and canceled like an idiot because I didn't think I was even going to get those, and I changed my mind. Battle Armor Skeletor, very, very, very difficult to get. Masterverse Blade, I should have bought more than one, but I bought one. I did get one of him. I just, again, didn't think some of those guys were going to be that difficult to get. So, distribution obviously was an issue there. Anyway, enough about that. Again, get you an Anti-Eternia He-Man. To me, he's a cool figure. I love the whole black, and I mean like dipped in oil black with the red hair and the red eyes, and then the sword is just amazing. I love this sword. This is one of my favorite Masterverse pieces as far as accessories, sword, weapon wise. This is probably in my top 3, if not number 1. I really like that sword. It fits him. I mean, it just fits him well. It's a good look for this figure. It goes well with the red, almost flame type blade. Looks really, really awesome. So, All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get notifications of my video reviews. And as always, with Anti-Eternia He-Man, I'm Beast and Beast Toys. We'll see you.